Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video. We're back, and today we're coming back after about a month to do a mock draft. I did make one about a month ago because I thought I was going to keep on posting. I ended up, of course, not doing it. This is going to be the first early mock draft in the end of the college football season. Perhaps this isn't early, actually. And then also in the mid-season of the NFL season. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna start it off. Of course, I wouldn't post a video from a month ago. So you got people like Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix. They're getting top 10 names at quarterback. With the number one pick, he said this is gonna be a game time decision if he'll go into the draft. No way wants to go back with USC with that trash, horrific defense, and with him obviously being the number one pick if he chooses to come. He is perhaps the best USC quarterback of all time, Caleb Williams, with the number one pick. Number two, the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, obviously going to have them go with Marvin Harrison Jr. Their wide receiver core is just horrific. It's really bad. Wow. I did not expect this team to be at number 3. It is the New England Patriots. By the way, the number 1 pick is Carolina Panthers, so they don't have a first-round draft pick. They might have to trade up in this draft. I won't be shocked if they do it, but they might. Maybe they might get rid of Brian Burns for about for like the last pick in the first round. They might get rid of Brian Burns, knowing how stupid that franchise is. New England Patriots. They're number 3. I didn't even realize they just had Bailey Zappi in. So I'm expecting them to get rid of Mac and Jones. The trade deadline's already over. It's not like they're going to go and trade for a quarterback. So I think they're just going to pretty much just be tanking for next season to get Drake Maye. As they're losing to a guy, no offense, that lives with his. Never mind. Bears, number 4. So now that they have Caleb Williams, you could obviously give them a weapon with Brock Bowers or something. They have Cole Kmet. Wide receivers, they have DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, things like that, you know. We could have him move to the defensive side of the ball, and I think we will. By the way, if you disagree with what I put, if you put some in the comments, I mean, I kind of legit don't care. Because I'm not that much into knowing these players yet. I just know, for like example, like Fashanu. I know he's like a top offensive lineman. Joe Alt, I've been knowing like from the beginning he's been a top offensive lineman. Like I know which players are good, but I'm not exactly sure where they would fit in. It's not like I watch college football eyeing on Fashanu. It's not like I've been watching Fashanu like, oh my gosh. Like you probably gotta watch a YouTube video to actually check him out. Make sure he's like nice like that. But I'm gonna go with Dallas Turner with the number 4 pick to the Chicago Bears. I think they need a defensive player, obviously. That defense is horrible. They have a kind of young secondary. With Jaquan Brisker's Stevenson from last year from Miami. And some other people. Washington Commanders with the 5th pick. They need to change that name. I think didn't someone actually buy their franchise, but it's going to like take a while. It might be at the end of the season. I don't know. They have wide receivers, Juhan Dotson, Scary Terry, and I'm gonna probably be looking at them. I think they're gonna be fine with Sam Howell. I think they like Sam Howell. I'm gonna have them get Fashanu right here with the 5th pick. Get them an offensive lineman. You know they have a pretty solid defensive line, even with Chase Young gone. And their secondary is something they could for sure work for, where they could go ahead and get Kool-Aid McKinstry. But everyone mock draft could be the exact same, and you can agree with it. But when it comes to the draft, oh my gosh, the trading and everything. But we're not doing trading. Who knows? I might have to pay money to do trading even if I want to. So the New York Giants, yeah, they have a. In case you don't know who their quarterback is right now, it is Tommy DeVito. They gave Daniel Jones all that money though to get one of these quarterbacks. Shador Sanders isn't going to go in the draft. I think that's already been confirmed. And then Quinn Ewers already. I'm not sure if it's confirmed, but it's like rumored, I guess, that he will be staying or something like that. But I'm going to go with them going to Latu. I mean, from what I heard, he has like injury issues. He's going to like drop. Just in case you might be high on him, why I wouldn't go and get him. I'm really thinking we'll go with an offensive player for them to have, perhaps, because they do only have Jalen Hyatt, really. I mean, dude, Holiday, oh my gosh, he was so good with the lines. I'm not sure what happened now. So we're going to go to wide receivers. We could go tight end, actually. Tight end Brock Bowers. But they have Malik Neighbors, Roma Dunes, Keon Coleman. Emeka Ibuka, I'm not even sure we're going to worry about him. This Mitchell dude, he got his name up here. But I think we're going to actually go with Brock Bowers. I mean, he's like a confirmed to be starter in this league, to be amazing. He's going to be way better than Kyle Pitts. I'm going to say his favorite, by the way. So, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, talking about the division. Yeah, it's actually crazy how bad this team sucks when they're better than the Saints. They can play the Saints right now and they'll beat it. This is actually a pretty solid team with Baker Mayfield. This is actually a pretty solid team, honestly. I'm not sure how they suck so bad, though. Quarterback. We're not going to be looking at quarterback for this team. I think their defense is fine. They have wide receivers. They'll just go ahead and take Joe out. I mean, just to get a little bit some out of this, let's have Kalijah Canty, try to get some out of him. And next, we go into the New York Jets. I got me some salmon and shrimp pasta right here. All right. Next, this team needs an offensive lineman. I mean, it's the reason Aaron Rodgers got hurt at the beginning of the season. This team overall, with their secondary, you can say they have the best secondary. Wide receivers, Garrett Wilson. They could perhaps get a second one, but that could be with their draft pick right now, early second round draft pick. I'm going to go ahead and have them get J.C. Latham. Chargers with the ninth pick, actually kind of crazy how like 4-7, 4-6 or something like that. They can't even get more wide receivers than they already have. They can help out the offense more than they already have. I can see the Chargers have another pick late in the draft. They go ahead and get a running back. Because Austin Eckler, he's probably not going to be that guy anymore. But they'll probably get him. Something with the second, third round draft pick. I wouldn't even be shocked. I'm going to go ahead and have the Chargers take Kool-Aid McKinstry off of the board. There we go. And with the 10th pick, this horrible Titans team, with Will Levis probably starting next year, honestly. They have DeAndre Hopkins. That's about it. I'm going to have Malik Neighbors a finalist for the best wide receiver trophy. Take it. His stats are better than Marvin Harrison Jr., but it's Marvin Harrison Jr., so he's probably going to win it. Neighbors is probably going to lose it. 11th, this team needs a quarterback. Jimmy G legit got hurt, and Jimmy G is already bad enough. So I'm going to have this team perhaps take Jaden Daniels. And they could use a corner, safety, offensive tackle, offensive guard. With the 11th pick, I'm going to have him go ahead and take a quarterback. And I'm going to have him go ahead and take Bo Nix. Scroll down. The 12th pick. See, I've joked around and said the Saints are going to go and get Caleb Williams. We should tank the season. Fire Pete Carmichael, our offensive coordinator. Fire Dennis Allen, or put him back at defensive coordinator because he hasn't fired that Diplo yet. Of Pete Carmichael. This horrible offense. Derek Carr. Until that Jaguars game where y'all lost on my birthday, I have been super nice. I was seeing NFL memes, ghetto Gronk, and all this on my phone making fun of Derek Carr, and I was still talking about he's the best quarterback in the league. I was being delusional. This man is trash, bro. He let Jesse Bates get a 92-yard tutty. I legit said before the game versus the Falcons, I said if we lose this game, I'm done. I'm done. Man, I love this team, but bro, like, fam, the head coach needs to be fired, and I'm down for it. A lot of my friends actually said they think this is going to happen. Jaden Daniels, the high fivesman, is going to hopefully go to the New Orleans Saints. Because, brother, and I've been seeing it on the Saints fan page. You know, I got to follow some Saints fan pages. 13. Green Bay Packers. They're going to keep Jordan Love. Give him a new contract or whatever. Yeah, you think he's only a rookie or something if you're like an average NFL fan? Bro, this dude's been in the league for about 5 years, buddy. I think Jaden Green's pretty solid. Jaden Reed from Michigan State's pretty solid. Christian Watson. I think they should go ahead and perhaps get something on that defensive side. They could go ahead and get an offensive lineman like it shows right here. But they're pretty much all gone. So what I'm going to be looking at is for them to get the defensive player, like I said. You got Cooper DeJean, Jazon Newton, pretty solid. I think he has like one of the like best PRs or something like that. And you know, you got good corners like Nate Wiggins. I don't think they're going to go for anything like that. I think this is perhaps where Jared Verse comes off the board. I mean, solid dude, you know. Really solid dude. Shocker to everyone. They're going to go ahead and take Jared Verse with the 14th pick. We have the Rams. Solid offense, you know. Kyron Williams is an absolute stud of a running back for fantasy. And he is he's good in general. Obviously, if he's over here getting good fantasy points, we're going to keep Matthew Stafford, I would say they would do. And perhaps they would get a quarterback in the late rounds. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have him go on the defensive side. I'm going to have him go ahead and get corner Nate Wiggins from Clemson. He's going to go. Bengals right here. My opinion. This has been an issue from the start. Their offensive linemen. This is what's getting Joe Burrow hurt for the second time for the entire season. This is what his fourth season in the league. He has had 2 seasons out the entire year. It's sad, dude. And sadly, they don't have any good offensive linemen that should go with this 15th pick. I think they should go to the defensive side. And I'm going to have them go ahead and get Jazon Newton right here. I mean, really solid defensive tackle. I think they can use the help. You know, they have Trey Hendrickson on the edge. Get some pressure. I think some of this team could use, you know, people like Lamar Jackson, Gus Edwards, all on one team, Dude that can move around, and he is a solid, really big dude from Illinois. Bills. Yeah, I think we're gonna have safety Kitchens come off. I think it was something really good about this dude that I've seen. I think he leads the conference in interceptions, or he might lead the entire college football in interceptions. He's solid, They could for sure take a safety, but on the other hand, you have Jermaine Trotter, and I don't think they need a wide receiver. They could perhaps get this Oregon State offensive lineman, get some help. I'm gonna have them go ahead and get Jermaine Trotter Jr. 17th pick. Cardinals back again. They already have Marvin Harrison Jr. Why not flip the size of the board? Go ahead and get you Chop Robinson. Denver Broncos here at the 18th pick, as they are 6-5 now when they really need a top 5 pick. Denver Broncos, you are a team that is up here in the draft when y'all need a player all the way down there because y'all is doo-doo, trash, garbage, stinking. Credit to Sean Payton, though. Best coach of all time. And Sean Payton, I think we could see him perhaps go with a wide receiver. Knowing how Sean Payton draft, I could see him going with a wide receiver. Or I could see him going with a risky pick like Latu here from UCLA. And you could be like, yeah, this is a stupid pick. Fam, do your own mock draft and then tell me how many you get right in the draft. Because realistically, you're not getting more than 10 right, buddy. In my drafts I've done before, I actually got more right because how unpredictable things were in the draft with all the trades and on top of it. But luckily with the teams actually getting the player at the beginning of the year, then the day before the draft or something. It's crazy. I know they like their Ohio State wide receivers. I feel like Emeka Ibuka could just push up. Or I could see him going for a Latu. Latu, I guess that's how his name is. Just a risky pick, but has a lot of potential. I think that's something Sean Payton want to go for. That's what I'm going to have the Denver Broncos hit. Because that defense is garbage. Garbage. 19th pick. Somehow, what the? This is another team that's up here and needs to be at number 1. Bruh, this team was just at 8 last time I did this vid, man. What? Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm going to just go ahead and have this team. Is Carson Beck really in this draft? I'm going to have to go ahead and have this team get J.J. McCarthy. I mean, I've seen it before. I'm pretty sure I did it a month ago. I'm still going to do it now. Number 20. Desmond Ritter's dog. Number 20. Minnesota Vikings. Another team that's up here, and they're really at number 2, right behind the Falcons. Joshua Dobbs' dog. I don't think they'll re-sign Kirk Cousins. I honestly think they'll go ahead and get a quarterback. Shadue Sanderson is going to be in this draft. I think they'll go ahead and get Michael Penix. I was really big on this dude. This was my top quarterback other than Caleb Williams coming into here. But, I mean, you look at the stats, it's not the best. I mean, you got people like Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix put in 6 touchdowns and a half. 8 touchdowns in the entire game. And Michael Penix is over here with about 25 touchdowns and about 10 picks, but Colts. I'm gonna have the Colts perhaps go with a defensive player. I don't think they need a running back. And I would go with Cooper DeJean. I mean, that'd be great with Moore on the other side. That'd be pretty solid. Cooper DeJean, they like getting Alex Pierce. Kind of like a white dude that can say the N-word. No, I'm kidding. But hey, a dog, a white corner, risky, as they had a white corner, I believe, that came out the draft not too long ago. Uh, from Iowa, Seattle Seahawks. I'm gonna I want to have the Seahawks go with Denzel Burke. Solid dude to get. I mean, he came all the way to your pick, you know. Cooper DeJean was there for sure. Get Cooper DeJean, you know, things like that. Offense for the Steelers, because their offense sucks and they have a good defense. We'll go with this Oregon State offensive lineman. Kenny Pickett's actually starting to do something with that team now. Maybe they might be decent this year. Who knows? Yeah, Texas, I don't think we need a wide receiver. Nico Collins a dog. Tank Bell's a dog. I think they need to go on that defensive side, which their defense has their most really play really good. And they're going to go ahead and get the best safety in the draft for Cameron Kitchens at the 24 pick. 25, Miami Dolphins. Pretty solid team. I'm going to go ahead and have them perhaps. I think I'm going to go ahead and have them get I think they're going to do something that the Seattle Seahawks did last year. You didn't expect for the Seahawks to go with the wide receiver when they have DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. I think they're going to do the same thing, try to get a stack thing. Same thing. The Chargers did the same thing. I'm not. This team used to have Robbie Chosen Robin, whatever his name is. I think they'll go ahead and get Keon Coleman. I mean, he drops to the 25th pick. You go ahead and get him. You could have the best wide receivers on the team. You go ahead and you get him at the 25th. 26, Dallas Cowboys. I said off of the lineman probably before. I want to switch it up. You know, sometimes you also got to switch it up when you do these mock drafts. I'm going to probably go more down and probably have them go ahead and get Kalen King out of Penn State. A lot of corners going in this past, like, 6. Detroit Lions. I mean, the Saints have to go against. Fun. You see how Roma Dunes here? Brian Thompson Jr., absolute dog. Emeka Ibuka. I'm going to have the Detroit Lions go with a wide receiver. I'm going to have them go with Rome Odunze. I know they have Jameson Williams, Amon St. Brown, but Jameson Williams is still an iffy if. They did have 2 first-round draft picks last year. I think they want to build an offense. They have Jared Goff as their quarterback. No disrespect to him. He all of a sudden start playing good with the Lions again. But they got to build something around that, dude. If they want to go anywhere. Roma Dunes, off the board. Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to have them go ahead with a defensive tackle of Leonard Taylor from Miami. 29th pick, Kansas City Chiefs. I want to have the Chiefs go ahead and get Brian Thompson Jr. I mean, they need wide receiver. They need help offensively because Patrick Mahomes is looking very mid this season. If he's in the top 10 this season of the NFL, like the season would end right now. If the season would end right now, Patrick Mahomes, and like let's say they came out with like the top 100 thing, you know, Patrick Mahomes wouldn't be in the top 20. Probably not the top 30, 40. Who knows? But the meat ride, I tell you, is crazy. We'll go with an offensive tackle for the 49ers. I mean, this really stacked team. 31 for the Ravens. I guess there's not 32 this year. I don't know. There probably is, I think. It's just it won't show. Ravens. We're going to have the Ravens go ahead and take they took a wide receiver last year. They take on the defensive side and they could go ahead and get Talik Williams, if I said that right. And of course, yeah, that's right, the Eagles with the only one loss this season. I'm talking about 2 wide receivers. I have them go ahead and get a running back off the board. Blake Corum off the board. All right. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys like, sub, the other GBs. See you guys next time. Peace.